For this video, I wanted to share my Evil Dead collection. I have a whole bunch of different versions of the movies on different formats that I've collected over the years. I've kind of, followed its evolution on home video. So I wanted to share some of the stuff that I have, and don't mind my messy coffee table here, which you can't even see a coffee table because all the magazines and comic books, but just wanted to share some of the stuff, so maybe you'd find it interesting. So please take a walk down memory lane with me when I show you some of my Evil Dead versions that I have. The very first one I have, of course, is the Evil Dead VHS. This is the HGV version. This is the very first one I got. It must have been like 1998, 1999 when I first got it. It was a blind buy. I guess I was just kind of, I don't know, intrigued by this cover here. So it's a pretty basic release, just a normal cover here. It has that same Stephen King quote, the most ferociously original horror film of the year, that pretty much every, poster, cover had. Plus it was rated R in Canada, so it had to be bad. To get an R rating in Canada is a big deal. It was a digitally remastered version. My first time watching it, I'll always remember it, so I'll always keep this version of it really close to my heart because, very sentimental. So I've had different versions that I've gotten on VHS that I've, traded in for better. Sorry, I'm distracted by Gandalf right here. But anyway, I wanted to always hold on to this one because it's the very first, venture into Evil Dead that I ever had, the ultimate experience in grueling terror. So really kind of a sentimental kind of thing to me. You notice it's kind of a little bit beat up, but it's still good, still okay. As I started getting into the series and getting different versions, I wanted to hold on to some of the other ones that I had. I got really into collecting the clamshell VHS tapes. These guys here. This is a collector's edition, digitally remastered too. I thought that was it. I thought this was the pinnacle of collecting these movies, and it's not going to get better than this. I thought in the late '90s, because look, it has special features. It's digitally remastered, and it has a theatrical trailer as a special feature. How awesome is that? I mean, God, pretty cool set. I really like the clamshell cases. The cool thing about these ones is that they come with like these little liner notes from Bruce Campbell, where he gives like a little introduction to the movie. I thought that was a nice touch, and that's pretty cool. Same kind of deal with Evil Dead 2. So I have the clamshell of that one as well. Tried and true cover. The skeleton with the eyes. It's a widescreen presentation. Roger Ebert gave it 3 stars. There you go. And, really cool clamshell, and it of course comes in the widescreen 1.85:1, digitally remastered, and of course same deal. For more information, please see the cover sleeve. So the same kind of deal. It has like a nice little message from Bruce Campbell, basically, where he says, "Hey, thanks for buying." My favorite is, warning, what you're about to see should not be attempted at home. Chainsaws are for wood, not for demons. Shotguns are for recreational use only. They should be oiled and cleaned regularly and should never be sawed off for any reason whatsoever. So it's kind of funny. It has like nice little pictures and stuff. So for like VHS, I mean, that's kind of like the best that you could get at the time. So really like those, of course. So hey, Bilbo. So yeah. And of course, got Army of Darkness, same kind of deal, clamshell, widescreen, digitally remastered. I really like this cover. Like, they're really cool. Like, you can see like the evil ashes and stuff. At his leg, and of course this must be what Bruce Campbell looks like with the shirt off. And Beth David's cleavage there. The army in the background. That's cool. The skeleton's there. So. And then the awesome tagline, "Trapped in time, surrounded by evil, low on gas." So, really cool edition. It has a lot of decent special features, too, for VHS. It has widescreen, of course, digitally remastered. It has the original ending at the end, theatrical trailer, an exclusive behind-the-scenes feature, "The Men Behind the Army," narrated by Bruce Campbell. Yes, so that special feature you're going to see on every goddamn Army of Darkness release ever. It's like for the time it was like, wow, it's cool, but it's on every release, so I don't know, they need to come up with some more stuff. So this is like late 90s you're talking here, so I don't know, really cool edition. Then of course, as I was collecting more and more and more, I kept on hearing about the director's cut of Army of Darkness, and I totally had to see that. So I did end up getting it on VHS, except what you'll notice here, of course, is that there's no slip. I have no idea what I did with the slip, so it's just this faux gold cover here, so there's nothing really that impressive about it. But you can see it is, the director's cut, which you can see right here. So that was my first time watching that, and of course that was really cool. Then, of course, I had to make the jump to DVD. That was where it was at. So I did get some DVDs. A lot of them I kind of traded up, to be honest, because of DVD versions came and went for these movies, basically. But I did hold on to a couple that I really liked them. One of them being the Evil Dead 2 tin case, which is really, really cool. I always wanted to hang on to this, and it is a limited edition. Let's see here, it's 23,384 out of 50,000. It has all the cool special features. The commentary is great. One of my favorite commentaries of all time. It's like, just them, hanging around and shooting the shit and telling jokes. Great commentary. If you have not listened to the commentary, please give it a listen. Just the basic stuff in here. It did have like a plastic kind of thing in it that kind of organized things a little bit better. But I lost that. So you have the cool little poster replica here. That's nice. I really like this poster too. It's really cool. I like it, and it has the chapter selections on the back of it, of course. Also, just a really cool booklet that it has here. We don't see too many booklets anymore, so except for maybe like digibook Blu-rays that you have to seek out and you have to like pay extra buck for. But really nice glossy photos here, high definition, really cool stuff. It's a really nice package. I never really want to part ways with it, because even with like the Blu-rays, you don't see stuff like this too often. I guess you could say it's pretty well. Also, aside from Bilbo, who's just really distracting me here, I did, of course, get the Book of the Dead editions, because really, how could you not get these? Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 2 used to scream like this little shitty Halloween scream, but battery wore out, I guess. Really cool setups from Tom Sullivan, who designed, of course. I mean, come on, how could you not want to get these if you're a big Evil Dead fan? Just really, really awesome setup here. Really cool package. Worth its weight in gold, really. I never really want to separate with these, because again, unless they come out with something really, really super duper cool with Blu-ray, you just can't beat at least the packaging for these. I mean, come on, it's so awesome. It looks just like the Book of the Dead. I'm actually pretty upset that they never made a Book of the Dead for Army of Darkness. Like the kind of it looked a little bit different, and it would have been nice to have the three of them. But what can you do? One that I do have is the Boomstick Edition. Now, I used to have, I had the VHS of the director's cut, but there was also, I missed out on the original release of the director's cut. So the one that came before this was some shitty edition called the Bootleg Edition, where it just looked like it was wrapped in a paper bag, and you'd open it up, and it would look like it was a writable disc, but of course it wasn't. For a short period of time, that was the only way you could get the director's cut, which hindsight's 20/20. I mean, it really is. But this one's cool because it does have both the theatrical and the director's cut versions, which is nice. It's nice to have a choice, because sometimes you want to watch one or the other. Nice little booklet from Bruce Campbell. Again, he does a little introduction, and it's a nice booklet. As you can see, the quality's kind of deteriorating with that, but it's cool that you get a choice with both. Special features wise, good special features. It does have the additional deleted scenes and the original endings separately that you can get. The Men Behind the Army, of course, some storyboards, a good commentary with Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell and Ivan Raimi too. And yeah, so far I think this is like the most recent version that you can get the director's cut. It's not available on Blu-ray just yet. But of course the Blu-rays, they have come and gone. Of course I had to get the Evil Dead Blu-ray, which is a really good Blu-ray set. The transfer is really good. You'll notice it's the limited edition that does include the bonus features that a lot of them were available on the Ultimate Edition of the Evil Dead that they had on DVD. It doesn't have all of them, though, unfortunately, but it has some good stuff, like the makeup test and the Ladies of the Evil Dead stuff, and just, you know, all the behind-the-scenes stuff that you'd expect. So it's a really cool setup. I like that you do have the option on this one to view either the original intended full-frame version of it, or the widescreen version, but the full-frame version, it does look better, in my opinion. And then, of course, there is Evil Dead 2. Really cool packaging. It's its 25th anniversary. It comes with Blu-ray and DVD. The transfer is great. Pretty much the same special features as before, so nothing to really write home about. But good stuff, tried and true stuff with the commentary and stuff like that. So definitely a really good set. I really like the transfer on this one. And definitely worth the double dip, in my opinion. If you can get it for a decent price, it can go for like $10 or so. So why not get it? Also, finally, the Army of Darkness Screwhead Edition. You'd have to be a screwhead to buy this. No, just kidding. It's okay. It's a bare bones edition. Again, I'll give you one guess as to what, special features it has. It does. Well, actually, you know what? It doesn't have the Men Behind the Army. What the hell? Oh my god. But anyway, transfer's okay, but it does not have the director's cut. I'm still waiting for that. So, if you must get it on Blu-ray, this is your only choice. But I'll wait and hope that they clean up the director's cut pretty nicely. So that's my collection of Evil Dead stuff. There used to be more, but I didn't want to hold on to too much. I mean, I've spent so much money on buying the same 3 movies over and over again. So I love the movies. I love the DVDs. It's really cool to see how they've evolved, and different sets that the fans pretty much demand, and the way that they service the fans. So if you're an obsessive collector, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot huger collections than mine. Of course, mine's pretty minimal to some of the other ones I've seen. But you get to pick and choose what you want, which is good. Which is what's good about the releases that they have. So they have the new stuff for the fans and new stuff for the new fans. So it's nice. So I really like my collection as it is. Will I add the remake to my collection? I don't know. Maybe it'll be a piece of shit and I'll hate it, and I'll want to forget it ever happened. But only time will tell. So until then, thank you very much for watching, and